So I previously showed you guys a work day here in Fethiye, and today I'm going to show you guys a day off for me here in Fethiye. So stay tuned. The first order of business is to get some breakfast, and for that I'm going to go to my favorite bakery. There it is. Ata ekmek, I think, is the best. I will show you exactly what I got when I get home. Didn't really feel like putting a camera in the face of the person I was talking to. But you'll see that if you're earning in dollars, it's pretty reasonable prices. For Turks, however, I'm not sure that's the case. Alright, I was about to show you guys what I got just in their bag, but my wife was like, no, we have to make them look pretty. So here they are, looking pretty. Exclude these two items, the olives and cucumbers and tomatoes. Everything else I just got from the bakery, just sliced bread. By the way, this bakery in particular, their sliced bread will stay fresh for the longest time. I don't know how they do it, but they're super talented. And it goes the same with basically everything bread material that they make. It stays fresh for a really long time. So we got the white cheese. These like bread filled with white cheese. Some variation of pizza, I'd probably give it 6, 7. Not really great, but my son really likes it, so that's why I get it. Sweets. These things right here, if you're lucky enough to actually snag them, because a lot of times they're not available. But these have a chocolate flavor. They're filled with chocolate, and they're like the best chocolate pastry I've ever had. In the United States, these cost probably $77. In Fethiye, you'll get them for 20 Turkish liras. So everything I got from the bakery costs 193 Turkish liras, which comes out today to around $7. So I would say that's a pretty good deal if you're earning money in dollars. If you're earning in Turkish liras, probably not as great a deal.
Günaydın.
Alright, so this is my favorite spot in Fethiye by far, the harbor, and you can easily see why. Not really sure how much this view is worth, but it's worth a lot, and you can experience it for free when you're in Fethiye. I hate to always be talking bad about Ohio. I love Ohio, but it doesn't have this, and so it's a nice change in scenery and change in pace. Now I'm going to take you to my favorite coffee shop in Fethiye. It actually opened up recently. My wife and I like to come at least once a week. So let's check it out. Okay, this is the place. Beautiful view. All right, so I just wanted to say this, which is that we came here to Fethiye because we watched a bunch of YouTube videos and we liked it from the YouTube videos. And I suspect that some of you may watch this YouTube video and say, hey, I need to go to Fethiye or whatever. I would say Fethiye is a good place to visit, but if you're young and you're trying to build your career, you're trying to build a business, you're still in the establishing / building phase, it's not the place where you want to lay your roots and settle long term. I think in the future I may consider coming back, perhaps retiring here, but this is not a place that I would like to live forever because it doesn't have the fast enough pace for me. I don't think I'm at a stage in my life where I like this type of sort of slowed down pace quite yet. So that's something to consider. I would also mention that if you are looking for like a conservative place to raise your family, Fethiye is probably not the place. There are Muslims. The place is filled with mosques, but people are not as observant as they are in other Muslim countries. So that's another thing. As it relates to costs, I think if you're earning in Turkish liras, things are expensive here. If you're earning in dollars, and we were really fortunate in that when we got here, the dollar was trading for around 18, 19 Turkish liras, but now it's close to 28. So it actually worked out in our favor quite nicely. But if you're earning in a harder currency, then I think you'll find Fethiye quite affordable. In Turkish liras, however, it's probably pretty expensive. All right, done with our pomegranate juice / carrot juice. On our way to the mosque.
Dinle dinle, baktın olmuyor bu şarkıyı söyle. Bir gülümseme.
This place is great, Tuba. It's great if you want Turkish coffee. It's great if you want to find a present to bring your family. If you're into sweets, Turkish delight and whatnot, there's no shortage, obviously. Alright, we're sat in Pasha Kebab, and the reason why we're inside and not outside is because in Turkey generally, and in Fethiye, there are a lot of dogs and cats that are roaming around. And my wife doesn't like dogs or cats, so we're inside. So something to keep in mind when you're in Turkey generally is that if you're eating outside, there's going to be dogs around you, cats around you. So keep that in mind. Alright, so they start you off regardless of what you order with basic salad, basically butter, pepper paste, and bread, which is actually really good. So what we learned is not to order salad because this salad is actually quite good. So yeah. Alright, so we got the stuffed mushrooms, the appetizer. I did order a refill of the bread. In my defense, there was only 3 for the initial batch. So I ordered a refill. It came back with 2. Right? So if I order a refill again, I'm assuming they're going to come back with 1. And then if you order a refill again, they punch you in the face. So just word to the wise. Be very careful with your consumption of bread. Alright, so the main courses are here. My wife got the mini sheesh. I got chicken wings. You may be asking why I'm eating chicken wings here in Turkey. Well, because I've had kebab for the next 2 to 3 years. I will note that the potatoes here, the fries, are excellent. If you come to Bash Kebab, definitely get their patatas. Alright, just got done. It cost 970 liras, which is around $35, which is the equivalent of a Chipotle bowl, as I understand it. So it's a good deal, again, in dollars. I didn't mention the pomegranate and carrot juice that we got. There were 200 liras, so that comes to around $7. So total today we spent on food with the breakfast, the juices, and now at Bash Kebab around $50. That's very, very reasonable, I think. All right, just walking through Old Town. Now, with these touristy places, some of the shopkeepers are quite insistent and will try to offer you something, maybe offer some sweets. And once you take anything, you feel obligated to buy. So just beware. That's what they're, trying to get you to do, is to feel a sense of obligation towards them if they're offering something and you take it. I remember once I was walking through here and this guy was selling spices. He was like, "Let me explain my spices to you," which I found funny because, I don't know, spices are not necessarily in need of explanation. Okay, so that was a day in Fethiye. I hope you found it entertaining, and if you're ever in Fethiye, I hope you found it useful. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum and peace be upon you all.